Nice to be here. I think the last time I was in Wilkes-Barre was like '89 when you guys hosted the Keystone State Games. Yeah, I played. We took home the silver. So it's just great to be back here. I think the Caravan has done a real nice job of hitting the various hot spots in Pennsylvania and surrounding states that you know, we get a chance to mingle with all the Nittany Lion fans, and it's just fun to be on. A lot of fun to be on the bus with the coaches too. It's I keep pinching myself saying there are people out there that would pay good money to go through the coaching clinics that we carry on the bus. So it's also good to be up in the boys volleyball area up here in Scranton, and you know, the history of boys volleyball and what's happened in Pennsylvania over the years. The Tunkhannock area, certainly with the Holdridge family, really made inroads into boys volleyball in the state. So this is an area that is near and dear to my heart.
When you make a trip like this, do you contact the local high school coaches and tell them you're going to be up in the area?
It's tough because right now they're in their district championship week. So you know, I think most of the districts are holding their championships. The state playoffs start next week. So they're a little bit busy to get out and do that, but you know, the job that I think Penn State does with getting word out to everybody where we're going to be, if they can fit it in. I certainly know what I'm like during our championship week, and I don't really want to bother them with their preparation.
Mark, with the Caravan in general, what have you seen? How has it developed since the first year you guys were a part of it there, just in terms of fan turnout or anything?
You know, the fan turnout has been great all 3 years that I've been involved, certainly in the weeks that I've done it. I don't know if there's really been, you can say it's gotten better. It's just the build-up just continues. I think it's a great thing, and certainly what you know, James does, and to make himself available to everybody through this, and the opportunity for the rest of the coaches to get on board with our fan base, and certainly the areas that you know hit our sports pretty well. I think it's become a very, very good thing for the athletic department for Penn State.
First, welcome back to the site of your first victory.
That's right, absolutely.
When will we see more of the program, and what's this year been like for you with your first season in Big Ten?
When you ask when we'll see more of it, you mean when will we be back?
When you're coming back, yeah.
You know what? It was a great experience. Obviously, the first time that was history made for us. It was our first victory, overtime victory. I think there's over 5,000 fans here, which was, I thought, great coming to Wilkes-Barre, and having that kind of support for Penn State was fantastic. So when is it going to happen again? I don't know. Scheduling seems to be moving along, and tougher and tougher to secure neutral site games. So I'm not sure when that was going to happen. Your second question, how's it been going?
First Big Ten
Fantastic.
season.
It's been fantastic. The Big Ten is everything we thought it would be. The monsters of college hockey, and the venues are great. Gula Ice Arena is awesome. The atmosphere is just absolutely tremendous. So it's a lot of fun to play in it, and because it's a Big Ten, whether it's at the Gula Ice Arena or one of the other campuses, anytime Big Ten teams get together, it's a war, and it's fun, and it's intense. It's everything why we came here.
Have you been able to see an immediate effect on recruiting just from Pegula?
I think so. I think the fact that everybody, we were selling for the first couple of years was a blueprint to actually show them how it is. I think more importantly, actually, the atmosphere inside Pegula was a big plus, I think, and obviously the success of the Big Ten Conference and the Big Ten Network, everything involved with it. It's just all-encompassing, not just the arena. Obviously, Penn State University sells itself, and the fact that we were able to have some success and do it in front of big crowds and great atmospheres, I think that means a lot.
You and Rob might have more similarities than maybe you and James did, just from a program building standpoint. Is that a conversation that you've had with him at all? I mean, he's obviously trying to do a lot of the same sorts of things that you're doing. Is that something that you're looking forward to along the next couple of days?
One of the great things about the Caravan is you get to, they're good guys, so it's fun. But it's also educational for me. You get to talk to great coaches that have been very successful. Pat's obviously been extremely successful at Penn State, and learn how he did it, and as well as other new coaches coming in, and we get to discuss how you're going to grow the program and things like that. So it's actually, it's fun, but it's very educational. It's great to come out and meet Nittany Nation, but to get to spend some you know, I guess if you'd say locked up on a bus is quality time. You get to spend some quality time with the coaches, and yeah, you get to learn a lot.
I wasn't with these guys on the whole caravan, so nice to meet you. So if you could just give me a recap of, I mean, it's coming to the end of the Coaches Caravan. What have you seen out in where you're recruiting and everything? What has the fan interaction been like?
I thought you were going to ask me to give you a recap of everything we talked about over the last
If
15
you want
minutes.
to, I have plenty of tapes.
Yeah,
so.
no, it's been great. I think, I think the thing that makes Penn State special is the people. And when you get a chance to go and interact all over the state and some of the surrounding states as well, that's the thing that's unbelievable. It's just the sense of pride and a sense of passion and how appreciative people are of the experience that they are having at Penn State or had at Penn State. It's unbelievable. And each stop, whether it's lunch or dinner, you get a different feel for that. So I've enjoyed that. You guys have heard me keep talking about having 107,000 of our closest friends and family members at each game next year. And I think this is helpful for that because we've been able to get out and interact and build some relationships and be able to connect. It's one thing seeing it on TV, it's another thing reading the newspaper, it's another thing when you actually get to shake hands and meet people and have a little bit of conversation. It's hard to explain what it's like when you care about something so deeply and then you look out into the audience and you can see the people's faces that they care just as much about it as you do. That's a powerful experience and it's hard to explain. There was a few spots where the lights were so bright on the stage that I didn't have that connection. But that's kind of a unique experience. It's kind of hard to explain. I don't think there's too many times in life that we experience that you care so much about something, whatever you guys may be so passionate about, and then you stand up in front of 500 people and they care just as much about what you care about. That's a unique experience. That's probably the thing that stands out to me the most. And then I struggle because you'd love to sign every autograph, you'd love to take every picture, you'd love to hear every story, but you just can't. We've done the photo booths, which has been really good because it allows me to get a picture with pretty much everybody that's there. But then the problem is someone wants to start having a conversation with me, and now I now have anxiety because there's 300 more people in line, and if I spend too much time with this person, then maybe the next person. But to each person, that's the most important thing to them, their story or their time. So I struggle with that because I want everybody to have a great experience, but it's difficult to do that. I mean, we were in Scranton the other night. I think it was 900 people there, and if there was a bigger room, I think there might have been 1,500 people there. So that's kind of something that I struggle with, and it's a challenge.